Late one stormy night, a woman named Clara was driving down a deserted road, her headlights barely cutting through the thick fog. She had taken a wrong turn and ended up in an unfamiliar part of town. Her GPS kept rerouting, but nothing seemed right. Then, out of nowhere, her car sputtered and died. Clara tried starting the car again, but it wouldn't budge. Resigned, she decided to walk to a nearby house she had seen a few miles back. The rain was falling harder now, and the wind howled through the trees. As she approached the old, dilapidated house, she noticed something odd. The windows were dark, but there was a faint, flickering light coming from inside. She knocked on the door. No answer. Hesitantly, she pushed it open and stepped inside. The floorboards creaked under her feet, and the air smelled damp and musty. She called out, "Hello? Is anyone here?" But the only response was the eerie echo of her own voice. Then she saw it. On the far wall, a portrait of a family. But their faces were wrong. They were twisted, as though the painter had caught them in the middle of a scream. A shiver ran down Clara's spine. Suddenly, a cold draft slammed the door shut behind her. She spun around, but there was no one there. Panic set in. As she turned back toward the portrait, her blood ran cold. It had changed. The family was no longer screaming. They were smiling directly at her. Without thinking, Clara bolted for the door. As she reached for the knob, she heard a whisper in her ear, "Stay with us." The lights flickered, and everything went black. No one ever saw Clara again. All that was left was her abandoned car, still sitting on that foggy road. And the house? Some say it was never really there at all.